In 2007, Michael Carroll, a young British man who won nearly £10 million in the lottery at just 19 years old, seemed set for life. However, despite his massive windfall, Michael's fortune quickly dwindled. By 2013, he was broke and seeking employment as a coal miner. Michael's story is a cautionary tale for anyone who lives beyond their means, regardless of their initial wealth. Overindulgence, poor financial planning, and lack of savings for unexpected expenses led to his financial downfall. The question is, can you maintain a comfortable lifestyle with a modest income? Can regular people effectively handle the risks associated with investing in the stock market? The answer to these questions lies in one fundamental concept: financial literacy. Financial literacy empowers you to achieve financial stability and freedom, no matter your income level. You don't need a lottery win or a high salary to live a financially secure life. The key is to manage your finances wisely and efficiently. But how can you achieve that? That's precisely what this video covers. Today, we'll discuss 5 ways to master your money-sharing essential financial literacy tips. This comprehensive resource on financial literacy will help you understand the importance of becoming financially literate. Are you ready? Subscribe to the channel and let's get started. To start your journey to financial literacy, consider the first and essential financial tips. Know exactly how much you earn, including all sources of income. Many of us think we know our income, but it's more than just the paycheck you receive periodically. Think of your income as your personal stream of golden coins, not filled by magic, but by your hard work and skills. And the first rule of the Financial Literacy Club. It talks about income a lot, because understanding your income is like having the secret map to your financial treasure. It helps you get the best value out of your earnings. Now, let's take a look at Lisa's learning journey to understanding income. Lisa is your average person with aspirations that reach the sky. She knows that the first step to achieving her dreams is understanding the flow of her income. Lisa works as a graphic designer at a bustling marketing firm. Her designs are not just good, they are captivating. Her boss notices, and before long, Lisa gets a promotion. Why? Because she's added significant value to her work, becoming the standout designer in the firm. But Lisa is not just talented, she's strategic. She realizes that income is about working smart as much as working hard. She starts learning about multiple income streams and begins freelancing on the side, designing logos and websites for small businesses. Lisa's people skills also play a key role. She builds strong relationships with her clients, and they keep coming back to her. This skill sets her apart in the competitive world of graphic design. Here's a lighthearted joke to brighten your day. Why don't mathematicians retire? Because they know there's always more to calculate. Just like Lisa, who's always looking for ways to learn and earn more. Remember the saying, it's not about how much you earn, but how you manage what you earn. Lisa embodies this. She could simply spend her salary, but she chooses to budget, save, and invest wisely, shining brightly in her financial journey. Now imagine if Lisa took her passion for design and started an online course. She creates tutorials on designing eye-catching logos, mastering Photoshop, and building brand identity. People start enrolling in her courses. They love her straightforward, engaging teaching style. Lisa's courses generate a steady stream of income, even while she's asleep. That's passive income. My friends like having a golden goose laying eggs every day. This is financial literacy at its finest. It's not just about earning money, it's about making your money work for you. Smart, right? And to drive the point home, let's consider a quote from financial guru Suze Orman. A big part of financial freedom is having your heart and mind free from worry about the what-ifs of life. Lisa takes these words to heart, and so should you. In Lisa's story, she turns her job into a gold mine by being a bit savvier than the average person. She found her niche and excelled in it so well that her boss couldn't help but recognize her. That, my friends, is the symphony of income played to perfection. So, take a page from Lisa's book, play to your strengths, be the unique star in your field, and watch as your income stream grows into a river, maybe even an ocean. With enough intelligence, hard work, and a sprinkle of creativity, you might just be the next maestro of financial literacy. And that's who you can think and make income. All right, the next part of financial literacy is one which everyone loves to hate: expenses. A crucial part for mastering your money. But how to do that? You start by creating a budget that outlines your monthly expenses and stick to it. You know, the cash that flies out of your wallet faster than a superhero in a hurry? Yes, we're talking about the money that goes bye-bye as soon as your paycheck says hello. Well, let's break down expenses, which many also call the necessary evil. Imagine you're at a party, and your money is like the snacks on the table. Your expenses are the guests gobbling them up. Now, you want to be a good host, but if you let your guests eat all the snacks, mean your money, you won't have any left for the next party. That's why tracking your expenses is as important as a superhero keeping an eye on the villain. So what's the superhero tool we need for this mission? A budget. It's like having a financial sidekick. Budgets are like gym memberships. Everyone gets one at some point, but actually using it, that's the real workout. And let's take a look at another hero for our financial literacy saga, Sam. Sam's a software engineer who loves two things: coding and gourmet cooking. He earns $5,000 a month, but his magic number for expenses, $4,000. Sam's got to pay for his rent, utilities, groceries, and yes, those fancy cooking ingredients that keep his culinary experiments going. The first rule Sam follows is, keep the fixed expenses lower than the income. That's the financial version of eating your vegetables before dessert. And let's be honest, nobody wants to live on a dessert-only diet. Same goes for spending more than you earn. Now, Sam uses the Jewish 5-jar principle for saving money. This principle divides his income into 5 categories: charity, long-term savings, short-term savings, essentials, and wants. 20% of his income goes to essentials. That's rent, utilities, groceries, and anything else that is necessary for day-to-day living. So in the case of his earning of $5,000 a month, $1,000 is reserved for this portion. 10% goes to charity. Sam believes in giving back to the community, so he donates $500 each month to causes he cares about. Let me clarify one point. The amount of donation may appear significant or modest to different individuals. However, the actual value isn't the primary concern. What truly matters is selecting a cause you wish to support. The key lies in adhering to the Jewish 5-jar strategy for saving money, regardless of the specific amount. With that said, 10% goes to long-term savings. This is for retirement or big future investments, like buying a house. Sam ensures $500 is put into this category every month. 10% goes to short-term savings. This is for emergencies or unexpected expenses. Sam transfers $500 to his emergency fund monthly. 50% is for wants, the fun stuff, the jazz hands of his budget. This is for gourmet cooking ingredients, dining out, entertainment, and perhaps a new kitchen gadget or two. So, Sam allocates $2,500 for this portion. Sam knows if he spends like he's got a money tree, he'll end up playing financial catch-up, like a dog chasing its own tail. Not a good look, right? Now, if you don't follow any budget, what will happen? You see, not budgeting is like going on a road trip without a map. You might have fun for a while, but you'll probably end up lost, or worse, at a dead end. People without a budget often live life in the rearview mirror, paying for yesterday's fun with today's money. It's like buying a jet ski on a whim. Sure, it's all waves and high fives at first. But when the bills roll in, that jet ski is like an anchor, dragging your finances down into a financial black hole. There is a lot of stress related to these financial missteps. Living without a budget can be as stressful as trying to thread a needle while riding a roller coaster. It's all ups and downs, and mostly screams. Financial expert John Calvin. Maxwell says, "A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. And let's face it, nobody likes playing detective with their own bank account." When Sam sticks to his budget, he's living life like a superhero flying toward the horizon, always moving forward. With each smart financial choice, he feels less like he's wearing a money straitjacket and more like he's donning a cape of freedom. So that's why expenses aren't the villain of our financial literacy story. They're just part of the plot. By taking control with a budget, we can all have a blockbuster ending to our financial saga where the hero, that's you, lives happily and comfortably ever after. Next time you check your bank account, remember, be the Sam. Be the budgeting superhero you were always meant to be. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far and want more content like this, comment the word money so I know. All right, let's move on to the next financial literacy advice: living below your means. In the bustling rhythm of modern life, it's easy to fall into the trap of immediate gratification. We're bombarded with enticing offers, credit cards, and the allure of keeping up with the Joneses. But what if I told you that there's a secret to financial peace, a way to build long-term security without sacrificing joy? Living below your means is the key. It's not about deprivation, it's about intentional choices. Let's break it down. Imagine resisting the urge to splurge on that shiny new gadget or designer handbag. Instead, you save up patiently, knowing that delayed satisfaction leads to lasting rewards. It's like planting seeds for a bountiful financial future. Living below your means means precisely that. You intentionally spend less than your income. This surplus becomes your safety net, your ticket to financial security, whether you're a high earner or just starting out. This principle applies universally. Do you recall Michael Carroll's story? The British man who won nearly 10 million pounds in the lottery at the age of 19. Instead of living below his means and investing wisely, Michael indulged in a life of luxury, spending extravagantly on cars, parties, and other fleeting pleasures. Within a few years, he was bankrupt and back to working a manual labor job. His story is a stark reminder of the dangers of living beyond your means, no matter how much money you come into. To drive the point home, consider this quote from financial expert Robert Kiyosaki. "It's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for." Living below your means isn't about living a boring, joyless life. It's about making smart, intentional choices that lead to greater financial freedom and peace of mind. When you spend less than you earn, you create a buffer that can absorb life's unexpected blows, from job losses to medical emergencies. And as your savings grow, you open up opportunities for investments that can further enhance your financial stability. All right, let's discuss income and expenses, one of the side coins of financial literacy. To achieve financial freedom and be financially literate, you need to understand the other side too. That other side has assets and liabilities. Now, first of all, let's discuss assets. Contrary to common beliefs, assets are not just fancy cars and sprawling houses. They're everything you own that's got value. Think about it like your superhero gear. It's everything from your trusty savings account to that comic book collection you swear will be worth a fortune someday. Assets are like the seeds you plant in the garden of your financial future. Nurturing them promises a lush bounty over time. Assets, my friends, are the superheroes of your financial universe. They're not just static figurines on the shelf. They're more like Captain America's shield or Thor's hammer. They can actually grow in power, aka value, over time. We're talking about everything from your good old savings account, which might feel more like a sidekick right now, to the heavy hitters like property and stocks. Why are assets necessary? Because of their growth trajectory. Imagine assets as trees in your money orchard. Some are slow growers like the sturdy oak. Think real estate. Others are more like bamboo, capable of quick growth spurts, akin to stocks in a bull market. Over time, if tended well, these assets typically increase in value. It's like planting a vineyard. It takes time, but one day you'll be making your own wine. Now, even if you're a recent college graduate with a part-time job, you're already in the asset-building game. Start by nurturing your savings. Picture it as watering your plants. A little bit consistently goes a long way. It's not about the amount. It's the habit of regularly contributing to your own asset pool. That $20 or $25 squirreled away regularly is like planting saplings that'll one day be mighty redwoods in your asset forest. Let's meet Alex, a recent college graduate who gets a part-time job and starts saving $25 a week. Fast forward, and Alex is now in a stable job with a growing savings account, thanks to the miracle of compound interest. We'll get to this superhero soon. Then Alex lands a decent job and begins to invest, transforming savings into stocks, bonds, and maybe a little piece of real estate. Before you know it, our friend is not just surviving, but thriving. with a diverse portfolio of assets that started with the humble $25 a week strategy. Here's where the magic happens. Savings morph into investments, and investments have this uncanny ability to multiply. Imagine turning your savings into a golden goose through investments. Sure, the goose may not always lay golden eggs, but over time, you're bound to get a decent omelet going. When you are investing, consider diversification as your financial potluck. You wouldn't want a table with just chips, right? Similarly, you need a mix of assets. Some safe bets, like bonds, are your mashed potatoes. Not thrilling, but comforting. Then you've got your stocks, the spicy wings that could either be a hit or require a lot of napkins. By spreading your assets around, you're making sure that if one dish bombs, there's still plenty left to feast on. If you get confused by all that, just remember that saving is like storing acorns for the winter. The more you gather, the less fretful the cold months are. Investing is like having a fleet of ships out at sea. Some might face storms, but not all will sink, and many will come back laden with treasures. Compounding interest is like a snowball rolling downhill, gathering mass. The longer the hill, the bigger the snowball. When it comes to investing, think of real estate as your reliable investment vehicle. It might take a while to get rolling, but once it does, it's like a well-oiled machine. Real estate can appreciate in value and provide rental income, turning your property into a steady income stream. It's like planting a sturdy oak tree. It grows slowly but provides shade and fruit for generations. To drive the point home, let's consider these words from the Bible. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and suffer for it. Proverbs 27, verse 12:1. Alex takes these words to heart, and so should you. Now let's sprinkle some of that financial fairy dust called compound interest. Compound interest is the financial equivalent of a spell that turns your assets from toads into princes over time. The sooner you start, the more powerful the spell. If compound interest were a character in a fantasy novel, it would be the wise old wizard whose magic intensifies with age. But in our fairy tale, the hero doesn't slay dragons or rescue royals from towers. They conquer the world of assets. They start small with a piggy bank and end up commanding armies of stocks, bonds, and properties. The effect of compounding over a period of 20 or 30 years can add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. When it comes to typical families in the middle class, the difference between beginning to save at age 50 as opposed to beginning to save at age 25 might be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. And this is due to nothing more than the simple passage of time and the opportunity to put that money to work for them over a longer period of time. If you start with $1,000 and make an additional 5% on that, you will then have $1,050. You are going to make an additional 5% profit on the $1,050, which results in a total of $1,102.50. Because of compounding, your $1,000 will turn into $1,050 in the first year, and then a 5% increase will be put to that total. And that will grow it to $1,102.50. Now again, the 5% will be applied to this $1,102.50 and so on. Therefore, the numbers begin to diverge from the denominator that was initially used for the money. As a result of this, the process of compounding brings with it a true particular force in terms of mathematics. This alchemy of turning savings into assets and assets into more assets is the core of wealth building. It's not quick, it's not always sexy, but it's effective. Each dollar you save is a soldier in your army, each investment a battalion, each compounding interest calculation, a strategy that helps win the war against financial instability. So let's remember, assets are powerful, compound interest is magic, and your financial journey is the most epic tale you'll ever write. In the saga of financial literacy, amassing assets isn't just an objective. It's an adventure that spans a lifetime, with the promise of a golden treasure waiting for those who are patient and wise. All right, let's jump to our next important term in this journey of financial literacy, which is grasping liabilities. Imagine you're at a lively dance party and you've partnered up with liabilities. At first, they seem fun buying drinks, promising a wild ride with your credit card. But as the night goes on, you realize they've been stepping on your toes and you've racked up a tab you can't pay. That's the tricky nature of liabilities in the financial dance. Your money is like a bar of soap. The more you handle it carelessly, the smaller it gets. Liabilities are equally slippery. As Will Rogers wisely said, too many people spend money they haven't earned to buy things they don't want to impress people they don't like. Liabilities often whisper sweet nothings about buy now, pay later, leading us to spend what we haven't saved. Not all liabilities are villains. Some, like student loans or mortgages, can be frenemies. You might not love them, but they can help you out. Consider a student loan an investment in your brain's upgrade. It's painful and expensive, but it can boost your future earning potential. Credit card debt is like indulging in too much junk food. It feels good initially, but regret follows. Imagine Jamie's shopping spree. Surfboards, designer clothes, fancy dinners, all on their trusty card. The debt piles up like dirty dishes after a banquet, and the interest buzzes around like a pesky fly. Financial literacy isn't just about reading numbers. It's about balancing assets and liabilities. Picture a seesaw. On one end, your financial superheroes, assets. On the other, the villains, liabilities. The goal, keep the seesaw level. Avoid bad debt like dodging dodgeballs. Agility, strategy, and quick reflexes matter. Take Chris, juggling multiple credit cards, a dangerous game of financial twister. One misstep and they land face first in a pile of debt. Imagine yourself as the superhero in a financial action movie. Tied to a ticking debt bomb, you need a calculated plan. Your budget becomes your map, navigating treacherous spending waters. And your emergency fund? It's your life vest when the financial ship hits an iceberg. Every superhero needs a financial utility belt. Now, for the gripping finale escaping the clutches of liabilities. Picture yourself as the superhero in your own financial action movie. You're tied to a ticking debt bomb, and the only way out is through a calculated, clever plan. You need a budget, a map to navigate the treacherous waters of spending, and you need an emergency fund, your life vest for when the ship hits an iceberg. Think of these as your financial utility belt. Every superhero needs one. Remember, it's not about how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. And here's a gem from none other than Warren Buffett. Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. That's your cue to plug those leaks and steer your vessel clear of the stormy seas of debt. So to wrap it up, liabilities are like that one friend who's a blast to hang out with, but always gets you into trouble. Learn the dance steps of financial literacy, and you'll be two-stepping past debt and waltzing towards a secure financial future. And remember, in the grand ballroom of life, make sure you're the one choosing the music. And there you have it, my friends, a comprehensive look at how to master your money with 5 essential financial literacy tips. Financial literacy is all about achieving financial wellness through a positive mindset and smart habits. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice. It is important to conduct thorough research and consult with financial professionals before making any investment decisions. Now, if you found this video helpful, I highly recommend watching my next video, which is the perfect complement to this one. Don't hesitate to share this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.